Hello again, it's Intuitive Edge with you. Today I'd like to look at Brexit and find out what's happening. There was supposed to be an exit from the EU and it's not happening. And there's a new proposal in place that basically kind of sidesteps, and the will of the people has kind of just been chucked to the wayside. And so what's going on with Brexit? What do we need to know? What's the obstacle? What's hidden? What's the goal of the new proposed deal and the outcome and all that? We're going to take a look at it, see what the cards have to say. So let's set this aside. I'm going to shuffle up and we're going to look at the no exit Brexit. What's going on with that? So give me a few minutes while I shuffle up the cards here. I'll do, okay. Seeing which way I want to lay the cards out. Give me just a second. All right. Okay, got the deck. So what is happening in the UK with the Brexit? I'm just going to lay out a couple cards. All right. So the first card is the image of these cats in a pool. And these cats are trying to swim, and there's other cats jumping in. And this feels like jumping into something that is almost unmanageable or overwhelming, or feeling like how to keep your head above water. Getting yourself into something that is hard to manage. Not knowing how to navigate the direction or which, it's like just that feeling, jumping into something, not knowing, it's like sink or swim, and not knowing really what to do with yourself. And I think this is on the question of what is happening with Brexit. I think there's been this jumping in and trying to figure out what to do, how to navigate, and with these cats, and the cats generally don't like to be in the water. So it's like they jump in and then it's like, oh, I don't like this. What am I doing? How do I get out? So again, when I interpret these cards, it's like, what feeling do I get? And that's the feeling I get. It's like not knowing how to navigate. Getting into something, not knowing how to move forward. Okay, all right, next card. Obstacle. This card is like feeling it's an oppressive feeling the weight of something that you're trying to prop up or hold up, and it's falling apart, and you're trying to keep it from toppling over. You're trying to keep it going, and it's very heavy. It's like a big weight around your shoulders, and you're trying to bear up under it. So I think with this going on with Brexit, it's like this weight, and they're trying to throw it off or get rid of it, or bear up under it somehow, manage it. What's the hidden? Now, what's being hidden is this, I think this new deal, this new proposed deal that's about to be, I don't know what the word they use, ratified, agreed to, put in place. But this is like getting ready to leap and getting ready to jump in and make something happen. So that's, this is like, yeah, they're getting ready to probably do that new deal. So this next card is what we need to know. We have the priest upside down. This is a card of conformity, coming under the rule of thumb, the rule of law, coming under control, back under that tight conformist type of feeling. And so I think what this jumping in card is about to put kind of back under the control, probably of the powers that be, the elites, the bankers, whatever. But this is on the reversal. This is what do we need to know? It's like this is coming back underneath. So I don't think there's going to be any exiting from anything at this point. This is coming back underneath that conformist, do what you're told. This is how we're supposed to operate. So it's not it's a kind of a heavy feeling also. What should be done? Now we have the strength card. This is all about finding your inner strength, believing in your own resolve to make things happen in a better way, to bring about new growth and new ideas. This is like holding fast, being steadfast in what you know, and having faith to be able to move into something better. That's what should be happening, is finding that resolve with the people, being resolved to make things and to stick it out, to push forward, knowing that that things can be made better and made right. We don't have to go back into this this predicament that we've been in, that's kind of been feeling like we jumped into something and it's like, oh, how do we navigate this? And this is like trying to spiral back into that. And this is a major arcana, both of these, but this one is like, you can do it. You can have resolve to make changes, but you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in your own resolve and your purpose. So the goal of the new proposed deal, which is this jumping in, kind of getting back underneath back into conformity. We have the sky top. And this is the goal of the new deal. This is an aggressive energy of almost, it's almost a reckless, like, I'm going to go after it and get you, and we're going to bring you back in. The cat is the image of this cat here going after that bird. It's like he's almost got it, and he's going to clench that cat and attack it and bring it back in. That's that whole energy. It's like this energy of bringing us back under the fold, back into control. It's like we're going to grab it and put it back in. So, yeah, so that's the energy of this, of this deal that they've had, and the new deal as well, putting it back into control. Really strong energy on that. Outcome. So, assuming the people can maybe put forth their own resolve to find new ideas and be strong and steadfast, the outcome of this is the grace card. This is the card of temperance. This is like finding balance. So they're going to have to find a balance that honors the people and also assists the economy and keeps things stable. It's like walking a fine line. They're going to have to find balance between the two, and a way to honor individuals and people and keep things stable in society. But I think it's going to have to come a little bit at a price. People are going to have to find their own faith and their own resolve to dare to create something better for themselves, But the fact we have this grace card in the outcome position tells me that it's going to be walking a fine line. There's going to be some tumult. Things are going to be tumultuous for a little bit. But ultimately, I think it's going to work itself out and bring greater peace and to the area. But it's going to take some time, and it might cause it might be a little bit of a bumpy road at the beginning. But I think the people, if they can learn to hold on to themselves and their own strength and know that they can. Underneath it all, we have the lying in wait card. This is the image of this cat waiting for the mouse to come out of the hole. It feels like there's a lot of like little, these tentacles. It feels like these tentacles of control that kind of go out and like you're just waiting for this mouse to dare pop its little head out so you can pounce on it. Kind of get that feeling throughout this whole reading. It's like that's that element of control, but I don't think ultimately that control, those types of energies of dominance and force, they tend to expend themselves eventually. They tend to peter out, as they say, and go, they run out of steam after a while. All things do. Things have to, the pendulum swings one way and back the other. And those that try to control and try to manipulate and keep things a certain way, generally the trend is that those things kind of hit reality and they break up after a while. The universe is fluid and in motion. Nothing is ever static in control. It can't stay that way forever, and it can't stay that way for long. So I think eventually these types of energies are going to have to give way to a new way of thinking, a new way of being, and that honors people and honors the process for liberty for all. So anyway, liberty for all. I'm an American. What can I say? All right. Okay. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.